Today is day 27 of designing a spooky island in 30 days using no Nintendo Online. We are in the final stretch. I need to get some stuff done today. So I'm thinking my plan is to go around, do a little bit of flower cleanup, and just kind of assess where I am and then figure out what my biggest priorities are to work on. I feel like there are some areas where I could just leave them how they are and it would be okay. But then there are some areas that are just completely empty, and that's a problem. I'm at Nooks right now trying to sell some stuff, but I also just desperately need to go through and empty out my pockets. Like, for some reason, I'm just carrying everything around and I don't need to be doing that. I went back to my house, I put everything away, and now I'm just cleaning up some more flowers because there is a lot of overgrown flowers onto the paths right now, which is actually a good thing. I do need these flowers to decorate, so I'm happy about it, but also it's time consuming to go around and dig all this stuff up. So I'm actually at the point now where I don't know exactly where I'm going to be putting these flowers, so I'm going to store them on the beach. I've been trying to avoid this for as long as I could because I just know that means I'm going to have to dig them up again for a second time when I want to use them. But I think this is going to be best. And that way, when I know that I need flowers, I can just come here, grab them, and go place them. As I've been going in and out of Nooks today, one area that's been really bothering me is this area on the island with the shopping district, like the area on the other side of the path in front of Nooks and Abel's. I definitely need to decorate this space, and I actually have an idea for it, so that is on my list of things to do today. First, I'm gonna harvest the carrots, and then I think I'm gonna move these carrots to the neighborhood that I haven't started working on because I think I'm gonna do a bunch of different farm areas over there. Like, everyone's gonna have their own farm plot where I can make it work. There's actually not too much room over here next to these houses, but I do have a section right here. I think I'm gonna put the carrots down right here. I don't even know whose house this is, honestly. In the next to Biff's house, I already have the wheat, but I'm going to dig them up so I can put dirt path underneath them, and then I'm going to replant them right here. I'm also thinking that a farm plot can go here on the right side of this house. I don't know. Honestly, maybe 2 farm plots can go here. I don't know if I have the seeds for it yet, but I'm just going to plot out where I think they're going to go, and then I will put stuff here later. I'm also going to extend the one that I had on the left side just so I can have some more carrots. It'll fill up a little bit more space to have it a little bit bigger. Finally, time to move these orange windflowers. And these are the flowers that I'm actually going to move over in front of Nooks in that spot. I don't have orange flowers anywhere else on the island, so I like the idea of using these over there. And I think I'm just gonna have it be like a small little seating area, maybe a couple benches. I have that pergola in the middle, and then I think the rest of it is just going to be a big, I want to call it a flower garden, but I actually think it'll be more of a meadow because it's just going to be flowers everywhere. So I'm really just running around and randomly placing these flowers. I'm definitely going to need something else to break it up. I think I just need to pick a white flower to put over here and then some weeds. Maybe the mums, because I have the mums on the other side and I could kind of tie those in. So mums, orange windflowers, and weeds, and that'll be it, maybe? I am in desperate need of materials at this point, especially hardwood. I am so low on hardwood. I think a lot of the spooky items actually use hardwood, and really just a lot of the DIYs that I have access to need hardwood. So I think I'm completely out at this point. So I am taking the time today to go around and harvest some wood here. I'm not happy about it. I'll just say that. I don't love harvesting all of the materials for the items that I need. I'm just really not used to it. Like, I'm so used to going to treasure islands and just getting every item that I would ever need or any resource that I would ever need. So this challenge is really, really difficult. I got enough hardwood and now I'm crafting another log bench. I'm going to put this one in front of Abel's sisters just to kind of mimic the one that I have in front of Nooks, just to make this feel like more of a park area. I think that's all I'm really gonna put here. I'm just telling myself at this point, it doesn't need to be fancy. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be done. But also, the designer in me is having a really hard time because I just really want it to look good. This entire series has just been y'all hearing my inner monologue and what's going on when I'm trying to decorate, especially if I'm trying to do something up against a time crunch. This is what's going on. It's me questioning everything that I'm doing. It's me trying to tell myself that I'm doing a good job. And it's me panicking about whether I'm going to get done in time or whether I'm going to be able to decorate as well as I want to. And hopefully it's not coming across as me complaining, because that's not it. I'm just expressing my feelings about where I stand. I'm gonna add these pumpkin items right here next to the pergola. I just wanted something to make it feel festive, for lack of a better word. I wanted it to kind of mimic what's happening in front of Nooks. I kind of hate whatever I've done with Able Sisters, but at this point, I don't know if it's worth me trying to go over there and change it. I ran through here and I saw an empty section, so I'm gonna plant another pumpkin patch right here. I have decided to put down some of my transparent tiles on this one section of path at my entrance because I noticed that there were some times when I wasn't seeing the flowers here, and that makes me nervous. Like the thought of missing a flower and saving my dream address and there being something overgrown in the wrong spot. Like if a flower had overgrown onto the path and I didn't notice, I don't know. It just has me stressing out a little bit. I'm definitely going to be running through all my paths to double check before I save the dream address, but there's always that chance that I'm going to miss it anyway. I think I've done all that I can in front of Nooks right now. I feel like this is going to be one of those areas that I just kind of keep coming back to, letting it overgrow on its own, and then also adding in things when I see empty areas. So now I think I'm going to do a little bit of work on the neighborhood. I know that I'm not going to finish it today because it is a big space, but I had mentioned that maybe I'll start adding hedges over here, so I do actually want to try that today. I went to my storage and grabbed some weeds because I thought that's all you needed for hedges, but you actually need tree branches and stones too, so now I need to go back and get those. I'm going to craft quite a few hedges here just because I know this neighborhood has a lot of space to fill, and I'm thinking hedges are going to look good. It's going to be a great space filler. So I'm thinking that I really want the hedges to go all the way around the houses. The hardest part about this is just the houses have the 2 spaces on the left-hand side and then the 1 space on the right-hand side. So it's just deciding how exactly I want the hedges to look. I thought that maybe I was going to have a farm behind this house, but I actually think I'm going to take it away because I want the hedges to wrap all the way around here too. And I don't know if it really made any sense for me to have that farm back there anyway. Okay, I'm liking how the hedges look. So it makes sense around Brofina's house, and then I think that's Flora's house right here. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to fit them around the houses that are in the back because I just don't have as much space. I decided to come back over here to the Nook section and just add a couple more flowers, a couple more items, just because I had them in my pockets. I also ran to my storage and I do actually have some seed starts here. So I have some tomato seeds and some potato seeds. I don't have enough, but I'm going to go ahead and plant what I have. And then once they grow, I'll just plant more and more until I fill it up. I really quickly time traveled again. So I am going around doing a little bit more flower cleanup, but I just kind of wanted to see how things were growing in. I don't know. Sometimes if I time travel, I can just get a better view of what things are going to look like. I'm also going to come over here to my farms and I'm going to water these tomatoes and potatoes because I do want as many of these to grow as possible. That way I can fill in the farm plots completely. We basically finished this area in front of Nook, so I'm feeling good about that. We've got the neighborhood working, but I am getting stressed out. So if you want to see me continue to stress in the next episode, it'll be on the screen for you to click on when it's ready.